The tension was impossible to ignore as ring announcer Michael Buffer clutched the scorecards. Here we go. Judge Adelaide Bird scored the fight between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez 118-110 for Alvarez. Judge Dave Moretti had it 115-113 for Golovkin. And Judge Don Trella scores it 114-114. There's an audible groan in the crowd as Buffer announces that we have a draw. And thus ended what was by all accounts an incredibly exciting fight at Las Vegas's T-Mobile Arena between the defending middleweight champion and Alvarez. Golovkin will retain his titles. This was the fight boxing fans had been waiting for, and not just because these two fighters' walkout gear was on point. The experts were nearly unanimous in their opinion that the match would be action-packed, thanks largely to the aggressive, offense-first styles of both fighters. And it was. The ending, however, was a little unexpected, but not off-limits considering the depth and chins these two boxers brought to the ring. Here's how it shook out. Round by round. Round 1, very little action in the first 90 seconds, but Alvarez lands the first meaningful blow with a counter to the body. Golovkin lands a few jabs, but Alvarez is able to take advantage of some Golovkin misses by landing several decent shots. More than enough to carry a slow opening round. Round 2, solid right uppercut inside by Alvarez just past the midway point of the round. Golovkin looks more comfortable in this round, but it hasn't translated to his trademark furious offensive attack. Alvarez, with his back to the ropes, lands a strong body shot to punctuate the frame, likely the second that he's banked. Round 3, Golovkin has picked up the tempo in this round, and is launching a sustained attack. He's managed to close the distance a bit, as Alvarez's counters have not been quite as effective in the third. Golovkin most likely gets on the board. Round 4, Alvarez is making it a point to go to the body, a strategic gamble he's hoping will pay off in the later rounds. But for now, Golovkin has plenty of energy, and plenty of starch on his punches. A superb combination midway through the round scores for Golovkin, and he has taken control in this round. Golovkin lands a perfect right cross, then several more shots to close out an excellent fourth. Round 5, Alvarez, sensing the momentum shift, comes out aggressively to open the fifth. But Golovkin promptly reasserts control with an effective combination against the ropes. Golovkin lands a perfect right hook on Alvarez which brought the crowd to life. Alvarez withstood a furious rally, though, and managed to fight his way off the ropes. This has been a more tactical bout than expected to this point. But the fireworks might be about to begin. Round 6, two vicious right-hand shots for Golovkin, who picks up right where he left off to open the sixth. Alvarez has shown a tremendous chin, and he fights his way back into the frame. But the Golovkin work rate is carrying the day. Alvarez appears to have lost just a bit of zip on his punches. Golovkin is just cutting off the ring beautifully, giving Alvarez no place to run. Another Golovkin round. Round 7, the tempo slows a bit, to Alvarez's advantage. This bout belongs to Alvarez in the center of the rings, and it belongs to Golovkin when Alvarez is on the ropes. The first 2 minutes of the round were strong for Alvarez. The last belonged to Golovkin. Very tough round to score. Alvarez might get the jump ball here. Round 8, Golovkin wastes no time, and lands a killer combination to open the round. He is just getting off quicker now. Alvarez may be starting to fatigue, but he lands an outstanding right uppercut with his back to the ropes to momentarily ward off the sustained Golovkin pressure. That shot, alone, though, was nowhere near good enough to win him the round. Round 9, Alvarez has abandoned the pretense of boxing. And here we go. This is the fight the experts predicted. They're in a phone booth now. Alvarez lands a monster right hook about midway through the frame. And Golovkin hardly flinches. The Golovkin pressure is simply relentless. Alvarez badly wants a breather, and Golovkin just won't let him have one. This is another close round. Golovkin may have taken it based on effective aggressiveness. Round 10, Alvarez is letting his hands go now, perhaps sensing the fight slip away. and he wobbles Golovkin with furious barrage in the center of the ring. But Golovkin manages to get his sea legs back, and it's not long before he's once again applying the pressure. Vicious exchange to close out the round, to the roar of the capacity crowd of 22,358. Round 11, Alvarez has shown a tremendous heart and chin, and he takes control of a comparatively slow round at about the halfway point. Golovkin, who knocked out 23 straight opponents prior to his last fight, just has not been able to connect on the home run swing, and he's tried several. Alvarez seemed to feed off the emotion of the Crow.